Okay, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name's Meredith Noble. I grew up fifth generation on a cattle ranch in Wyoming. My family is still going strong as cattle ranchers. I went to college at Gonzaga University in Spokane. After that, I graduated and joined an engineering firm as their first full-time grant writer. The company was acquired from 150 employees and we became 15,000 overnight. And then every project manager wanted help getting infrastructure money for their clients. And so I grew the internal company practice to about 35 plus professionals by the time I left. It was awesome, learned a lot, but I burned out and I pledged to never write another grant again. As you can tell, I've recovered, but what I have found that I really like is teaching other people how to be grant writers. So I founded learngrantwriting.org, where we teach people to write grants. And when I'm not living and breathing this stuff, I'm biking or I'm skiing. I'm really active outdoors because I feel like that's where I get a lot of inspiration. And I now live in Valdez, Alaska. So some background for context into this conversation we're having specifically. Seneca Works LLC is our company name that's behind Learn Grant Writing. We have 2 employees, that's myself and Aurora, and we collaborate with a number of 1099 contractors, which I see ramping up significantly in the next month or two because all of this funding coming out with CARES Act, a lot of organizations need help pursuing it. So I'm actually hiring a bunch of my students in the next 4 weeks. So I'm dealing with both employees and 1099. So just that's the background for context. I'm not providing legal advice. We're not lawyers, none of that. We're just giving you the perspective as a grant writer and sharing the opportunities that we hope that you're going to seize. I want to introduce you to my co-presenter, if my slides will switch, to Lara McGinnis. This is kind of cool. So on Monday, we were having our group, oops, I clicked too far. Okay, so on Monday, we were, my goodness, are you clicking this? What's it going on? Okay, I don't know. So we're on the right slide. All right, so Lara is actually in my grant program, and every week we have weekly group coaching calls. And it really quickly became apparent that she's been living and breathing this SBA stuff for several weeks. And so she's an incredible subject matter expert. So I asked her actually to co-present with me because she really knows her stuff. So Lara, do you want to introduce yourself and just give people some real quick background? I think you're muted. There we go.
Alaska.
Good.
I've been in the nonprofit world for 20 years. I've written about 3 million in grants. I work for small businesses and nonprofits alike with my consulting. And so I realized that if I was going to save them, I needed to learn this stuff. And the more I learned, the more I realized I really do know it.
Yep, you totally do. It's awesome.